Hey guys, so welcome back once again to Amazon Labs. In today's session, let's try to brainstorm and understand more about conversion ratios. Sometimes the problem may not be with your PPC. You could be turning on various number of PPC campaigns to drive traffic on various keywords or various search terms. You could be well indexed on so many keywords, but still you're not getting sales. In that case, it's not the problem with your traffic, rather, the problem is with your conversion ratios or conversion rate. In today's session, let's understand how to improve your conversion ratios. Now, before going there, as in how to improve, let's try to understand what determines a conversion. Typically speaking, or largely by and large, there are three key or important parameters that you need to be very much aware of. The first and foremost parameter is your quality. Now, when I say quality, you need to understand, please do not try to sell a product which is already there. Don't just try to copy and paste the same product. That may not work. Now, before speaking about any PPC or any strategy, let's try to understand the basic business concepts. Now, when you're trying to sell something on a marketplace, why would you bring the same thing which your competitor is offering? Rather, how you need to look is try to see what are the pain points in the market. Try to see what are the problems that are not getting addressed. Try to go through customer reviews and understand and spot the pain points. And then work with your supplier and try to improve the product. If you're trying to come back with the same product, it will not work. Try to come up with an improved version of the product to the market. Now comes the second important aspect, which is your price. While we say price is not the only parameter, we need to understand that price is the most influential and important parameter when it comes to customer purchase decision making. Ultimately, you could be adding value to a product because of which your price can go up, but you should also be smart enough to understand how much can you raise your price. Ultimately, you should give or you could make certain improvements, but if your price is not compelling, your offering may not work out. So you need to strike a balance between your quality and your price. You need to come up with a better product at a marginal or at a little, maybe if your competitors are selling at, let's say, $20, you could offer a better version of the product maybe at 21 or $22 max. Do not try to offer something which is at $30 or $40, because it may not work. It may not be justifiable. And you also need to understand that customers are looking for just a good enough product. They don't want something which is out of the space. They just need an improved version of existing product which solves a problem. Ultimately, your idea of building a product or developing a product is to solve problems, not to try to find some product from bestsellers and try to bundle it. That may not work always. And if that does work, you will also notice that your competitor would have already done that, right? And the third important aspect is social proof. It is undeniable fact that social proof influences a lot when it comes to purchase decision making. Once again, social proof should be regarded as a digital asset. Now you see all these aggregators, why they buy businesses which are already doing well. Number one, because that those businesses, they already have a cash flow. Number two, they are also owning up the social proof which is associated with those listings, right? And you know how difficult it is to get reviews. The review ratios are very low, maybe like 1% or 2% or 3%, provided you have good email sequences, etc. If you do not have proper email sequences, it could be as low as or less than 1% for sure. So now, before moving forward, let's be very clear that there are three important parameters, which is your quality. We spoke about an improved version of the product. We are not trying to sell a product which is already available in bestsellers or which is already being offered without any differentiation, or just trying to fit in. Do not do that. I mean, go through reviews, spot the pain points, solve the problem, and then come up with a product where or price it very competitively, right? So just because you made improvements, you cannot bump up the prices by 50%. People may not buy. And then, of course, you cannot deny the importance of social proof. Now, the thing here is, we also need to understand our conversion ratios determine the health of our organic rankings. Let's say if you're trying to push your product, or if you're trying to rank up your product by giving away a couple of units through several third party agencies, and then you reach to top 4 organic placements, and then if your organic or if your conversion ratios are poor, within no time you'll fall back. You will not be able to stay there. So the thing here is, your conversion ratios will determine whether you should stick to the top 4 placements in your for a particular search term or not. I mean to say, your conversion ratios will determine how healthy you are in terms of your organic rank positions. Now, we all know, while we run a number of PPC campaigns, a profit is made not when we get a PPC sale. Rather, profit is made through organic sales only, isn't it? So always make a note of, be aware of your conversion ratios, and you also need to understand that if you're not indexed organically on various search terms, no matter how many PPC campaigns you're running, then the problem is with your conversion ratio, not with your traffic. Now the question here is, how can I improve my conversion ratio, right? So this is a very important aspect. Typically speaking, there are four variables that you need to split test. This is the only way how you can improve your conversion ratio. Now you could be running a lot of PPC campaigns or many PPC campaigns. You could be trying to, get as many views or sessions, all that stuff. But if your conversion ratio is poor, you cannot do anything. You can influence your you can influence your traffic by running PPC campaigns, but you cannot influence your conversion ratios without strong business fundamentals. So if your conversion ratios are poor, the best thing to do is to perform a split test. Now, typically speaking, there are 4 or 5 important variables to split test. And you need to understand that you need to split test one variable at a time. You cannot split test all 4 variables at a time, because you will not know which variable has got the most impact on your conversion ratios. For example, maybe first week or firstly, you can look at your price. If your conversion ratios are poor, the best thing, this is the best one, reduce your price. Now, when I say reduce your price, this is where I've spoken about the importance of having a product and also having a compelling price, isn't it? So, reduce your price, and certainly your conversion ratios will improve. This also takes us to another important point, the importance of sourcing your product at a lower price. You need to understand that it is much difficult to sell a product at $2 3 extra than sourcing a product or or buying a product at $2 or $3 cheaper. So what I'm trying to say is, a profit is made not when you sell, a profit is made when you buy. Always find suppliers who is able to offer you the lowest price and a good product, a good quality product at a lowest price. So now, if your conversion ratios are poor, certainly reduce your price. See week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Just make a note of all this data and see what influence it has on your conversion ratios. Certainly, price will be the most important or influential parameter. And then comes your images. Now, you need to definitely have high quality images. While your main image will compel your customer to click your listing and open your listing or have a session on your listing, the remaining 6 images should be regarded or considered as sales channels. You have just got 6 images to convince your customer, as in why they should buy your product. right? So your 6 images, they should be like your sales channels. You should, by the time customer scrolls through all 6 or 7 images, they should know why they should buy your product. You should definitely speak about the pain points that you're solving, how you're different from your competitors, why it is worth for customer to buy your product. So these are few things which you should clearly call out through your images. And then comes your reviews and rating. Now, while you have very good images but your reviews are poor, then it will not work out, isn't it? So you need to also have a good social proof and also quality social proof. You may have 100 reviews, but what if the star rating is just 2 star or 3 star, isn't it? So you need to make sure you have healthy reviews and rating. Last but not the least, you also need to have a healthy listing quality. Now when I say listing quality, I'm speaking about your title, I'm speaking about your bullets, I'm speaking about Q&A, I'm also speaking about the quality of reviews that customers posted on your listings, right? So these four are the key parameters which you can split test. You can pick one variable at a time and make changes, see what changes they have, what impact it has on your conversions, and then accordingly pivot. So, well, this is all I have for today's recording. I hope this video is of massive value. If that is the case, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a great day. Thank you all. Bye.